I was never trustworthy in any relationship, ever, ever, ever at all. I had 2 6-year relationships and 1 12-year marriage. I was never trustworthy. The reason why I'm telling you all this is because a lot of you stay in relationships hoping, wishing, pleading, talking to the pastor about your man or woman, praying to God about your man or woman. If that person doesn't have an open spirit, a willing spirit to accept your prayer, and narcissistic people or people with mood disorders, for the most part, NPD, whatever, don't have an open spirit. I don't think so. I didn't have an open spirit. I was never receptive to God. I was never receptive to constructive criticism, even in therapy. I walked out of therapy twice, very disrespectful. But if their spirit, and their heart, and their soul, and their mind is not open to you helping them to get better, they will continuously, and they will desire, and they will always like hurting you, abusing you, and leaving you. Always. They're never trustworthy. I never was, until I walked into therapy. Not walked in, but I had to go. I was told to go, and then sat there and listened. Took on a constructive criticism, cried, pondered, wrote letters. That was part of therapy. Write letters to the people that hurt you, Leon. Let's talk about your uncle that touched you. Let's talk about your mother that left you. Let's talk about your dad that talked about your mother. Let's talk about your friends that talk about your mother, called your mother crazy. That's why therapy is hard. But if they're not going into therapy and sitting there and listening to that, and they are able to accept that and take it and say, okay, I get it. I'm sorry. I can work on this now. That was me. I was probably one of the hardest, hard-headed people you will ever meet in your life. And people look at me like, nah, I don't think, yeah. But my main thing about this video is that why you have to enforce your own closure is because narcissistic people and narcissists will forever go back and forth with you. Argue with you, break up, come back, break up, come back. That's the POLR. You become the path of least resistance because so many arguments, you're going to just give up and drop your guard. They're going to break up, come back, break up, come back. Discard you, hoover, break your heart, come back. The reason why you have to enforce closure is because you become one of many supply. When you become one of many supply, your life is at risk, your life is at danger. Your health is at risk, your health is at danger. Your spirit will be harmed. But the main reason why you have to enforce closure is because when narcissistic people hurt you and they are able to get you back and come back and hurt you again and leave and come back and hurt you again, is because they admire the ability that you give them to hurt you. They admire their work in doing wrong and bringing you down. They admire making you look bad. They admire their damage. So this is why you have to enforce closure, do it, block them, and move on. Don't give them the chance or the ability to admire their devilish work. You have a good day.